the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the veteran Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos, as they do battle with the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. They were down in Mexico City in Week 11, defeating the Los Angeles Chargers 24-17. Mahomes, 182, one touchdown, one interception. Not the finest performance of his young career, but he did enough to rally the Chiefs to the victory.
Yeah, and that's when you find out if you're a quarterback. Can you win without your best stuff, like a good pitcher, right? Just 63 yards passing in the first half, the fewest he's ever had in a first half in his young career. But he also took off and ran a couple of times. How about those scrambles? Chiefs fans had to be holding their breath, him coming off the knee injury. But that's the type of competitor he is, and he kept his team in first place.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Operating out of the gun, Flacco eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And how about Phillip Lindsay's rookie season? Began the year 3rd on the depth chart. Finished it in the Pro Bowl. Not bad for an unrestricted free agent out of Colorado with speed to burn.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Fight on these two. 180. Get this one.
Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Outside linebacker Bradley Chubb was selected 5th overall in 2018 by the Broncos because they expected him to be an immediate impact player, and that's exactly what they got. He broke the Broncos' rookie sack record, formerly held by Rulon Jones and Von Miller.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dancing to, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Broncos offense again, Charles, and 3-7 right now are the Broncos after 11 weeks. But that doesn't really tell the story. They could have a better record. They had a 20-point lead in Week 11 against Minnesota, then lost 27-23. That's a familiar theme this year. They've lost 4 games after leading in the final quarter this season. 3 lost in the final minute. Not good.
And a lot of people look at that and say your defense just can't hold them. It's not necessarily all on the defense. That offense that, led to a 20-point lead couldn't continue to score. Once they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
When your defense ranks 31st against the pass, you have to make moves in order to make it better, and the Chiefs did exactly that in bringing in safety Tyrann Mathieu, who has great instincts and the ability to play both safety and nickel corner. I love the way that he roams around the secondary and brings a great attitude and edge to the locker room.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Last year's MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the Chiefs for their next possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Mahomes going to throw, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Chiefs! Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Okafor showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Flacco eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that, and his team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. throws. It's a sack. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Finding room at the 30. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To pass, Flacco. And he's got Hireman. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Once more, it's Flacco being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Passing play, Flacco, flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, watch that.
Flacco looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, get that. Let's go, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Hill on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Robinson's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
You can't block me. Check 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge of...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, it's Williams. 20. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
It's complete to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Craycraft on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Flacco. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Flacco, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rolling to his left. Got his man, it's Williams. No gain on the play there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. This is caught. Watkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He'll buy some time, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.